Dude, it's fucking cold outside. Alright, I think with 2x KO on the horizon, I want to talk about assists in fighting games. When it came to teaching Dragon Ball FighterZ, the first thing was to get people to use assists at all. Most of that came down to teaching friends or doing like videos teaching the game online. But they would really go an entire game without like calling their assists at all. So like the goal was to get them to use them to begin with and then like try to ramp it up, like all right, like 200% more, 300, 1000% more. You absolutely need to be using these tools to your advantage. There's two examples of assist-based games in fighting games, whether that be an assist-based fighter or a tag-based fighter. An assist-based fighter, for an example, is like MK1, where you pick your main character, but you pick a cameo character to help them out. You don't actually get to play that cameo character. More commonly, you get tag-based fighters, where you can switch into any of your other characters whenever you feel like. I'm going to give you guys the secret fourth rule first, which is, honestly, just play whatever you want. It doesn't matter at the end of the day what I say or what everyone else is saying. If it's a certain way you want to play whatever team or whatever characters or whatever assists that you have on your team, then that's what you're going to do. It doesn't matter if it's the best, it doesn't matter if it's the worst. If it's what you like, that's what's important. I totally missed out on the Marvel 3 era, bro. I wish I had played Marvel 3. This game is so fucking fun. Oh, that missed. Yeah, I guess the thing would be to consider would maybe be your DHCs. Now, apart from our secret fourth rule, there's three primary things you want to look for in picking an assist for your team or your character or yourself. The first being, what do you want to do to someone? Secondly, what your characters want or need. And third, what you as a player want or need. A great example of what you want to do to someone would be like a lockdown based assist, so like high block stun to hold your opponent still so you can attempt to mix them up. This was famously Sonic Fox's strategy when trying to approach fighting Goichi. Sonic was saying something akin to, I can chase him down and I can beat him in neutral, but I just cannot open him up. So I think that's why Sonic dropped Goku Black, I'm pretty sure. When it comes down to using a high block stun assist, it's just to hold your opponent down so you can continue your pressure, essentially. This continuous pressure will, in theory, lead to cracks in their defenses, giving you the ability to open them up and start your offense and start your combo game and get some damage on the board. Moving on to the next thing we're covering, which would be what your characters may want. Famously, everyone for the longest time said Android 18 just doesn't have that good in neutral. Her buttons aren't good. She doesn't have any like cheap neutral skips or anything like that. She's fair, essentially. She's honest. She has gotten better over time, but that was the biggest thing about her. Her pressure has always been really good, especially with EX17. So when it comes to playing a character like Android 18, you might pick assists that will help you in the neutral unless you're just that ungodly with neutral. So you might pick like a Piccolo A, which is like the slow ki blast, which allow you some screen coverage, or you know, maybe you might pick a UI Goku A to cut off a significant portion of the screen. Generically, beam assists are always really good in this game, cutting off the lower horizontal portion of the screen. Either beam assists have always been pretty good because, like I said earlier, it cuts off the lower horizontal portion of the screen. If they end up blocking the attack, it gives you the opportunity to go in and start your pressure. If the beam assist forces them into the air and they jump, they limit the options that they can do as a follow-up from that situation. Oftentimes, especially at low level, people will go for like a vanish, or they'll go for a super dash, or they'll go for like an air special move if they have it. But it's the fact that it lowers those options. In turn, it kind of lowers the things that they can do and also kind of lessens the mental stack because the amount of follow-ups they can do from that position. People looked at something like a Gohan A assist as a defensive assist, and it kind of is. It's really not bad at all for just, you know, generic comboing. But it also acts as a shield for any pressure your opponent's trying to enact on you. You know, think of if your opponent's trying to dash in your face, you're essentially putting this out as a check or as a wall. You could think of Bardock A as a similar type of defensive assist, but I wouldn't say it's as good because it only cuts off the lower portion of the screen. It doesn't do as good of a job as a beam assist might because it cuts off the entirety of the lower portion of the screen, where this only cuts off about half. And as far as the defensive capabilities, it's rather limited because it means it's only checking your opponents from the ground. Taking a look at a character like Gogeta Blue's DP assist, it cuts off essentially a 45-degree angle, so this stops the approach on the ground if they're up close, or potential jump-ins as well. Things like super dash or just generic jump-ins. It's very good for things like that. Really cool in Skullgirls, you can literally just do whatever you want. Like, you can make your own assists. Like, you can pick pre-installed assists, or you can just program an assist, whether that be a normal or a special move. It's very cool, but I have not played a lot of Skullgirls, so me showcasing it is not the best. So this kind of goes into the secret fourth rule I talked about when it comes to assists. When it came to my team, or one of my teams, I really wanted to play Iron Man. This is the only game where I've built my team around what I want to do with one character. I wanted to do the Iron Man Infinite, so I pick characters and assists that were easy enough to do that and set that up for me, but still being characters that I liked. I thought of Gambit's projectile assist a lot like a Yamcha A assist, where yes, it's absolutely a projectile, but the whole thing is it keeps him standing, gives me a really easy jump in to set up the infinite, and be on my merry fucking way and do the thing that I wanted to do. Plus, I like Gambit enough as a character because I'm a big fan of the X-Men. He's also not that hard to use either. I can get really good, simple, easy damage, and his anti-air is not bad either. EP assists are super mashable defensively, so anytime there's a big enough gap, you can just mash out a DP assist, and then it essentially is a get-off-you tool, and also creates decent damage, and if you're ready, you can actually convert into some combos. You see the dream, though. That kind of feeds into the last goal, which is what you as a player need. It could be any of the things that we mentioned before, whether that be help in neutral, help with opening people up, like high blocks and assists, very good defensive assists. It's what fills out your weaknesses in your core gameplay. I needed help with setting up the Iron Man Infinite, so I picked characters based around what I wanted to do and what I felt I needed for Iron Man. There's assists that are better for facilitating Iron Man, but I didn't want to play those assists. You could 100% ask like myself or like a top streamer or player what the best assists are for whatever characters, but I implore you to try to figure these things out for yourself because, you know, with 2x KO around the corner or any future new tag fighter that comes out, people aren't going to know right away. And building up the skill set to figure out what things are good in what game is only going to help you in your fighting game career. All right, let's see what we're... I fought this person before. I 100% recognize that name. All right. Let's see what we can do here. I can't promise anything. I'm so rusty in DBFZ and playing online, but also my hands are cold as shit. I was just outside, and it is not warm. It is not warm at all outside. Okay, get off me, tool. Sure. Ah, nice. Nice. Defense. Oh, nice. Good DR. Nice tag out. What the fuck was that? Okay. Butt drop. E-Honda special. I'm gonna spark. Oh, too early. Tech down. I try to jump. That's gonna be Death of Blue Goku. This is bad. It's got the bombos for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were playing this exact team the last time I played them too. Okay, huge reflect. I think we should definitely go into level 3 here. Just go for basic safe jump. Don't need to do anything special. That was a kill. What an anti-air. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed. I mean, there's got to be some reason you made it to that rank, right? Thundershock into level 3. We don't need to do anything crazy. Just need to play it. Oh, God, I forgot how much that tracks. Yeah, that's dead, for sure. I don't foresee a future that they drop this. Alright, Vegeta. We've been in this situation before. Granted, I don't think I've been this rusty before, but... I jumped. Wow, that's fast. This is what happens when you don't keep up, kids. This is what happens when you play other games and stop playing. Evil Containment, level 3 probably? No, level 1. Switch out into what though? Are you just gonna keep Roshi in? Into level 2, level 1. Do you get more off this? I was gonna try to guard cancel the discs, but they just whiffed. They just straight up whiffed. Alright, game 1 going to my opponent. GG. Let's do it. I'm not gonna start with tackle. I usually start with tackle. We might start with... I was negative there, and I tried to press. Usually people are like stunned there for a second. Okay, they got the Frieza Bombos for sure. Into DR, into what? I think I just spark here. I dropped it, wow. They use press 2M in the middle of that. That's crazy to me. I'm dead, actually. Wow, nice. The butt flip was too slow. El Clasico, just jump forward. I think we gotta spend some cash here. Got some halfway decent damage on the board. I can talk, I swear to God. Okay, guard cancel. Undershock. That's so stupid that that hits backwards. I should have backdashed, I think. I'm down teching. I don't foresee him dropping this, but Undershock into what? That's so crazy. He was in the air and he was still plus. You can do a follow-up off that? The gang signs stop my 2M. This character is absurd sometimes, you know that? The tracking on that's crazy. The tracking on that's crazy. That is so fast. It's over. GG. Yeah, no, it should still be dead. Gotta play it slow. Ah, I missed the cross up. Dead. Nice. GG. Alright, we might have lost, but it was still fun to play some games. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more, check out the rest of the channel. In the description, there's links to not just my channel, but my friends' channels as well. And anyways, I'll see you guys later.